played Cam Jordan. Oh, what are you doing this now?
Sorry. We can talk about it on
Okay,
air.
so Tristan Wirfs, he's gone up against Cam Jordan, Brian Burns. Who do we play in week 3?
What's it called?
Bradley Chubb.
Yeah, that's it.
And Joey Bosa.
And he shut them down.
That's
crazy.
He's got Khalil Mack this week, so I mean.
Meanwhile, I'm talking about my fucking defense. Jordan Lewis is getting pancaked by Donovan Peoples-Jones. First of all, he's getting driven back 7 yards down the field and then just thrown to the ground by fucking Donovan Peoples-Jones.
We didn't have a great. We let a rookie quarterback tear us up, but I mean,
at least you didn't let Baker. At least
we're not like the laughing stock of a defense we've been for the last 5 years.
Dude,
we just had a couple blown coverages and we're fine.
I literally tweeted this out, which is fucked. I sent it to you earlier, but man, the Cowboys have allowed 19 points less than the 2000 Ravens allowed all season in 4 games. The Ravens played 16. How does that happen?
I mean, I saw so many stats like that about my defense 2 years ago. So
man,
that's what happens when Vernon Hargraves and MJ Stewart are starting corners for you. It's like they're both not fast or big enough to play in the NFL corner. They both need to play safety if they're going to play anything.
And Daryl fucking Worley, he had I don't know what the fuck he's doing. First of all, you're a corner on the goal line. Why the fuck are you giving Odell Beckham, who has one of the best releases in the entire league, 5 yards to operate? Fucking clamp his shit and give him no space whatsoever. Why is he just allowed to run a free slant?
Dude, your defense is such a mess. You got to go get Earl. You got to do something.
I don't think Earl alone would do anything. To be,
I don't think he would either. But you got to do something.
Man, it's embarrassing.
Whoever coaching your DBs needs to be fired.
Oh, fucking linguist. Everybody, to be quite honest. First of all, I mentioned to you off screen, but fucking Jalen Smith is a bottom 5 inside linebacker in the entire league. I'm telling you, yes, we talk about how bad coverage is for him and Devin White so far. Not only is Jalen Smith bad in coverage, he's
at least Devin White's really good everywhere else.
Jalen Smith cannot move laterally to save his life. And if you watch that game against the Browns, if any team runs outside zone against the fucking Cowboys, Jalen Smith does not have the lateral movement ability to be able to get there.
Which is
he can't close gap.
How good he was at Notre Dame.
It's the knee. It's tentative. I don't know what it is because between now and 2018, I don't know what the fuck happened to that player.
He looked like one of the best linebackers in the league in 2018.
It's insane. Our whole defense is struggling. Tristan Hill is our in my opinion, look like our best interior lineman. Yet he's one of the least graded linemen in the entire NFL right now. Because I guess
he's playing like he's in his 20s right now for the Bucs. He's man, he played he's played incredible the last 2 weeks.
Man,
I think it's Vea is playing out of his mind too. Vea is looking like fucking Kenny Clark.
Give us Vea, man. We need fucking something in the
Vea, dude.
Dude, the Cowboys need everything.
The drink on our defensive line, man. Shaq would not have had the year he had last year if it wasn't for Vea.
Agreed. But fucking, I will tell you what. Everson fucking Griffin is too busy subtweeting guys like Jeff Kavanaugh. If you guys don't know who Jeff Kavanaugh is,
I do.
He's a Cowboys Twitter reporter. He's too busy subtweeting Jeff Kavanaugh like, oh, we're gonna figure it out, rather than actually fucking going out on the field and playing, because he has looked pathetic. Pathetic.
Right. We're done complaining about our teams. We got some.
It's just a mess. We'll get into some of the questions. Cody says, "What's up, guys? What's up, Cody?" Professor Fitness himself. Hey, boys are back. Yes, sir. We got this early stream today because we got the game at 7 today. Little Jordan, yo, what's up? Looking good this week. I'm done putting any. Yeah,
I'm proud to say I own absolutely 0 shares of Kenyon Drake, so this has not affected me whatsoever. And I have probably 3 to 4 shares of Chase Edmonds. So
yeah, there you go. I don't even think we got Kenyon Drake in any one of our best ball drafts either, and we did 20 of those.
I never wanted to take him. Every time he was there, the only way I would have taken Kenyon Drake in drafts would have been early third. Maybe if I picked McCaffrey at 1 or something, and he was on the way back at the 2-3 turn. I never had trust in Drake. I wanted to pick guys like Aaron Jones, guys like Nick Chubb, all these guys over Kenyon Drake. I'm not picking he's a figment of fantasy players' imagination. He had a great back half of the season because he had fresh legs, which always happens every year. Someone does it every single year. And going into the season, he's not that guy with fresh legs anymore. People know how to game plan against him. And
Chase Edmonds has looked like that guy this year.
Yeah, Chase Edmonds has always been very talented.
Man. He's looked fantastic. Kenyon Drake cannot fucking make anybody miss.
I said that on a Deep Sleeper episode. I'm like, are we sure that Chase Edmonds is even that much worse than Kenyon Drake at all? Like, Chase Edmonds was the only handcuff. I used this point before. Chase Edmonds is the only handcuff that had a legitimate shot of just outright beating the starter out.
Agreed. I mean, we were touting Chase Edmonds literally in what, March, April? Like, literally when we first started the channel.
We're talking Drake got hurt too.
Yeah, I mean,
at the end of this game,
just a fucking mess there.
Yeah.
Trace McSorley is still dropped Dak and empty. Yeah, there you go. Trace McSorley, the boy.
McSorley.
Should I trade Mixon? Depends what offers you get. If you can get value on him,
I don't know, man. I think I'd hold on to him.
If people are valuing him, like for example, if you can get Jacobs for Mixon,
if
Jacobs has been bad.
Jacobs for him, I would trade him.
Yeah,
I don't think he will.
I will admit, you guys could fucking roast me on that video for my rankings video this week because I was off of Mixon. I'm like,
have you gotten a single bet right so far?
I've done bets,
and I think I've beaten you every single.
No. You're 3-1 against me right now. Let's
what
take
one
it easy.
did you get on me?
I got fucking. It was Jerick McKinnon versus somebody last week.
Was it?
Yeah, I forget who it was. But you're like,
Singletary or something.
Yeah, McKinnon versus Singletary. McKinnon outplayed him.
Okay, all right.
Barely, but I'll take the win.
I mean, we might have to get one going tonight.
All right,
I did a FanDuel lineup. I was like, 2 Monday night games. Yeah, I'll do FanDuel lineup tonight.
Speaking of Monday night, whoever was confident in waiting on Devontae Adams to play tonight.
The only league I have Adams in, I have MVS in, and it's a dynasty league. So I'm like, all right, I have an easy pivot if Adams doesn't play.
I have Adams in like 3 or 4 leagues, and I'm like, okay, you know what? He should play. Everything's looking fucking positive. He said he's ready to go, and then really, you're gonna release that on Monday night? On Monday, you're gonna tell me that Adams is not gonna play when I could have fucking put someone in yesterday. Even if you said it after the 1 p.m. games yesterday, I could have put someone in. But no, you want to say it on Monday after all my guys fucking played. Yeah, that's nice. Let's get into some more questions. Watson, Mixon, Jonathan Taylor, or Eckler for Kamara, Matt Ryan. So Watson and then one of those.
Watson / Mixon, Jonathan Taylor, or Eckler.
Well, I mean, you're gonna keep Taylor over Eckler because of the injury.
I'm confused at what this trade is.
Yeah, Professor Fitness, can you clarify like?
Is it Watson / Mixon? So pick one of those two, Jonathan Taylor or Eckler. So any combination of those two of those 4 guys, is that what the trade is?
Go Watson and Eckler, easy.
I mean, he's not going to do that for Kamara.
Yeah.
What you're more likely going to be able to do is Jonathan Taylor and Watson.
If he does that, that's a steal too. To be honest, I love Jonathan Taylor, but man,
Jonathan Taylor is going to be in my
not looked that great.
He's going to be barely a top 15 running back for me this week, barely.
He'll probably be in the 10 to 12 range for me.
That's where he belongs now, man. He's just a volume guy. He's not Nick Chubb. He played like Nick Chubb in college. He's not Nick Chubb yet.
Yeah, agreed. I honestly, from watching it, if you're gonna give him some credit, it's more so to do with him not having. Oh yeah, not
he's
actually having.
Like a rookie, man. The game hasn't slowed down.
He hasn't had the patience yet. Yeah, let's do that because this isn't a sponsored stream.
Yeah,
I saw the joke. Yeah.
And that's the thing with. I think Edward Solaire's playing like that too. To be honest, Edward Solaire doesn't look 100% like his LSU self. Like I think Edward Solaire has only to go up. Same goes for Jonathan Taylor. I think both of them are going to get better in the second half of the season. I don't think either of them are going to stay playing at the current. I mean, Edward Solaire is playing bad. I think Taylor is kind of playing bad though. To be honest, I don't think he's playing that good.
I'll tell you what, for everybody watching right now. If there are people in your league worried about, Josh Jacobs has a low yards per carry. Josh
easily get him for Josh Jacobs any day of the week.
Go get him. Josh Jacobs is, in my opinion, for the rest of the season.
Taylor is aspiring to be Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. So let's get into that. Mixon will keep producing like he. I don't think he'll average 42 a week.
The Ravens and the Colts the next 2 weeks, so he's not going to produce like that. But is Mixon going to go back to getting 5 points a game? Probably not. I think Mixon, he kind of needed a confidence booster, to be honest. Like that's just honestly the way I saw it last week was Mixon just needs to play better, and he clearly did this past week. So I think he'll go like he always had the volume. He had 31 touches this past week, so he should be guaranteed 20 touches against the Ravens. Whether he gets into the end zone or not will probably determine how good of a game he has because it is a tough run defense. But I don't think he's like a sell high candidate or anything. I think he's going to continue to be solid.
What makes me happy about him, what I needed to see compared to what I saw with the first 3 weeks, man, Burrow depended on him in the passing game. The coaching staff finally realized
that offense is getting better, and it's going to continue to get better as long as Burrow keeps getting better.
Yeah, I mean,
and the O-line has new pieces on it, right? Jonah Williams wasn't there last year. Xavier Su'a-Filo wasn't there last year. Like, there was guys on the O-line that weren't on the team last year or weren't like starters. So the O-line is taking time to gel, and it has looked a little better. Like, because in the first week against, what did they play, the Chargers the first week? Like, Joe Burrow was getting killed back there.
I fully agree.
And against the Eagles last week, they looked terrible. They got sacked like 8 times.
Yeah, no.
Burrow got sacked like 8 times. They definitely looked a lot better. And Jacksonville has a good front, too. It's not like it's like a weak front.
I mentioned it. The reason why I was off Mixon is because A, he didn't look good, and B, the Jacksonville defense going into that game were an above average run defense. And
not anymore.
Mixon just shredded them.
Love to see it.
So, yeah. Gurley and Cup for Thomas. Give me Thomas. Yeah. I like Cup. That's why I'm kind of
someone I'm like nervous about or anything. I think Cup is, and this is going to be kind of a lesson learned for me a little bit. Sometimes we undervalue number 2 receivers, and I'm not saying Cup is the number 2 in the offense. What I mean is the receivers that don't see number 1 corners should see an upgrade. That should be part of their analysis for why we like them. Guys like Calvin Ridley who don't see number 1 corners. Guys like Chris Godwin who don't see number 1 corners. Guys like Cooper Kupp. Guys like, I don't know, even if you want to go deeper, like Deontay Johnson and John Brown and stuff. Like, these guys are not like, we don't have to worry about matchups with them because very, very few teams have 2 really good corners.
Talking about that, CeeDee Lamb is a top 20 receiver the rest of the year.
Exactly. And CeeDee Lamb is a top 20 receiver. He's never going to see the top corner.
Yeah, I mean, the amount he lines up in the slot, the actual like target base he gets from Dak. I mean, we don't expect Dak to keep throwing at a NFL record pace. For the record, he's projected to, at this current pace, he's projected to beat Peyton Manning's 5,400 passing yard record by 1,300 yards.
Yeah, I know. I saw he's projected to go for
6,700 yards. Yeah. I mean, he's not going to end up there. Yes, I do think
Cooper is on pace for 205 targets too.
Yeah. Dude, like, does that mean that Dak can't throw for 5,000, 5,200 yards this year? I absolutely think he can, because that defense is dog shit enough to let him do it.
Oh, so, I realized I add to the tweet, the thread that I tweeted out today where I said who I was wrong about, who I was right about, who I was higher on, who I was too high on kind of thing. Add Amari Cooper to that list, who I was wrong about.
Oh, he's amazing.
He is playing better than I thought.
Dude. And CeeDee Lamb, oh my God. I'm telling you, man. This is exactly what I saw in college, and it's just making me excited to see.
Incredible. This rookie receiver class. Did you see Warren Sharp tweeted out, like, can you believe, like, CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Ayuk, like, he listed like 5 receivers, and everyone in the comments is like, what about this guy? What about this guy?
I know.
They're all right.
It's insane. It's insane. There's 10 receivers minimum so far that have actually like made a huge impact on their teams.
And guys that we didn't even expect that from in their rookie years. Like T. Higgins, I didn't expect him to do much his rookie year.
I mean, that's kind of like balanced with how bad AJ Green has looked, but man, T. Higgins has seized the opportunity.
Oh yeah, and if AJ Green's like, I believe he got hurt in this game. Man, T. Higgins is gonna, he is gonna go off because he looks good.
Yeah, man, it's crazy to think about. And when you're talking about, okay, I gotta say one more thing about CeeDee Lamb. Then we move on to the next question. Man, this may sound bold. CeeDee Lamb is a top 5 dynasty wide receiver. I'm telling you this right now. By the end of the year, he's going to supplant Amari Cooper. And the amount of work that he's been getting in the slot, facing that number 2, number 3 corner on each team, CeeDee Lamb has looked like a professional thus far.
Yeah, I think if this was the year that you loaded up on picks, you're
golden.
Right now. Golden. Like if you had like let's say you had like 4 first round
picks, Taylor, Lamb, Judy.
Not even top 3 picks. You didn't get CEH, JT, or like J.K. Dobbins. You got Jerry Jeudy, like CeeDee Lamb, Henry Ruggs, Laviska Shenault, like Brandon Ayuk, like all these guys. They're all looking like awesome players going forward. Like Ayuk looks a lot better than I thought he was going to look, and I liked Ayuk coming out of school.
And dude, at the beginning of the
same with Jefferson, man, I didn't think Jefferson was going to be very good his rookie year.
Agreed. Before Geis got released, man, you could have had Gibson at like the late 2, early 3 of your rookie draft. Imagine you got Antonio Gibson in the late 2nd, early 3rd of your rookie draft. Like it's just insane to think about how many rookies are making.
And we all thought this class was going to struggle. We're like, oh, no off season, like. Man, like this was a talented skill position class. We all knew the like top 6 running backs from this class and the top like 12 to 15 receivers were all going to be great players. And the same with the quarterbacks, man. Like Herbert and Burrow are playing incredible.
Dude, and the guy that doesn't even get talked about, but man, Chase Claypool has looked good too.
Yeah.
Chase Claypool has looked fantastic.
Gabe Davis has looked good.
Man, it's just insane. Like when you think about all these
Claypool, man, holy shit, does he look good? You're not kidding about him. Like he is one of the like. If anything happens to Deontay Johnson or Juju Smith-Schuster this year, Chase Claypool is going to win leagues.
Yeah, easily. I mean, I've talked about it in the past. Like I was a little higher on Claypool as well because simply, I don't know, maybe a little Canadian bias. I was able to watch him a little bit more, but man, I did not expect to see him right away because I thought he was a little raw coming out.
I thought he was too. I thought he was going to have like a Miles Boykin type rookie year.
He's looked professional thus far. And I say that about a lot of guys, but I'm just saying like, it's just so much fun when you see rookies just step in and be able to dominate right away.
Other one.
Oh my God. He's so crisp.
He's Ridley Light, man. That's what I called him in his rookie profile. I'm like, he looks like Ridley.
Yeah. No, it definitely makes sense too. And like when people will forget is the reason why Ridley wasn't supposed to fall for the record. He fell to what, 25 in that draft?
Yeah, I thought he was going to go
top 15.
The Bears picked at 8 that year. I know that was like the highest he got mocked.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I believe like the was it Washington that picked at 15 or something? There was like
the Cowboys. Cowboys picked at 18.
Yeah, there was a couple teams in the middle of the draft that was like, yeah, like Ridley makes sense here. Yeah, the Cowboys made sense too. Yeah. That was before you guys traded your pick for Cooper, though, right?
No, that was the year before. That pick we picked Leighton Vander Esch, but we ended up getting Michael Gallup in the 3rd round. So I mean, I'll take that because Michael Gallup is another fantastic receiver. By the way, what pains me is people think that
you're never going to know when to start him. That's the
problem.
He gets downfield targets.
The thing that pains me with Gallup is he's so much better of a real life football wide receiver than people are going to say because of fantasy football. Because he's not going to have that consistent production that people look for because of his role in the offense. Again, you mentioned it. You prefaced it. All of his targets are going down the field. He's that contested catch receiver for Dak. You got Amari running the crisp routes, and you got CeeDee Lamb running the slot.
Okay, we got to catch up on that.
Yeah, let's get to that. Sorry, but man,
just ranted for like no reason.
Yeah, sorry. I just keep talking. Do you think Raheem Mostert will be a better play than Kenny J. Chris this season? Yeah, agreed. Dude, this might sound bold. I think Jerick McKinnon might be as well.
Yeah, I think Raheem Mostert might be a top 12 running back when he comes back. Like the way oh my God, dude, the way he was being used, and he's a big play guy, so he doesn't need 25 carries a game, which he was getting, like, which is wild. Like,
this may sound bold.
It's going to still be useful, though. I don't think McKinnon's droppable by the time he comes back, but Raheem Mostert, when he comes back, is going to be a 60% opportunity share guy.
I was about to get into that with Coleman out. This may sound bold saying right now, but McKinnon and Mostert are going to be top 24 running backs this year. I'm telling you this right now. The way that McKinnon's used in the passing game, the way Mostert's used in the rushing game, I mean, I just think both are going to be viable long season. And there's been people I've seen personally that have said, oh, well, I don't like McKinnon because when Mostert comes back, it's going to be useless. If people are saying that in your league, go buy low on him. Because if you can get like right now, realistically, I don't know, talking about if you can get McKinnon and something for David Johnson, McKinnon and something for Gurley, I'd consider that.
I'd get rid of David Johnson. So we haven't even talked about this yet, but Bill O'Brien got fired.
Yeah.
So with Bill O'Brien getting fired, I think that hurts David Johnson.
Agreed, because there's not an GM coach that is going to try to validate themselves.
Yeah, and not only that, but it's Bill O'Brien's been stupid as a coach. Like the fact that David Johnson was getting all these touches and not being efficient with him outside of week 1, like smart coaches, and we don't know that they have smart coaches taking over, but we know that Bill O'Brien's a dumb coach, so we can assume that it's not going to get any better for David Johnson. So I think David Johnson's a guy that you want to sell.
Yeah, agreed. I just got him in one of my leagues, but that was more so in a move to actually get DJ Moore and Lamar Jackson. But man,
I just got Deshaun, and I don't really know what to do with him. I think he gets an upgrade, but I don't know, to be honest. I'm not sure. Maybe it's like a let Watson cook type thing.
Fair. Hopefully. I have him in the league as well. Let's get into Crocamon. Nice rant. Appreciate you, Crocamon. We had one of those bots actually comment on the video. I thought you were going to see that right away. Yeah. I thought of you right away. Should I keep DJ Moore? I would definitely keep them, Cody. I don't think you're going to get enough personally for DJ Moore to sell him.
Tyler Lockett,
he's top 10 receiver.
He just had a bad game.
Yeah, agreed. Nick says, do you think I could win? I'm up by 27. Aaron Jones and so you have Clyde in the Pats deep.
And you're up by 27.
That's gonna be close. So hypothetically,
I think Aaron Jones can score more. Like I think Aaron Jones can comfortably score 15 more points than Clyde scores this game. Like I think Aaron Jones is my RB1 on the week.
Yeah. Now,
like,
do you think Mahomes
week started? I had him as my RB1 on the week.
Now, do you think Mahomes scores 12 more than the Pats defense?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he probably has you there, but that's like both of those guys have to have huge games.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, so Maximus says, I'm up 106.71. I'm playing. I have Kelsey, but the guy you're playing against says Ridley and that's going to be very close, in my opinion. I think you can pencil in Jones for between 20 and 25 this week. So
I think Ridley and Kelsey will probably cancel each other out.
Yeah, I could see Ridley in a game where he's going to have to keep up script, ultimately give you that 5-point kind of advantage. So, man, that's going to be a nail biter.
That's going to be close. I think Ridley doesn't have an easy matchup. He doesn't have a hard matchup either. He has Alexander, so
Oh, he's up 35. Okay. I'm a little more comfortable with that then. I read that as 25 for a second.
I think Aaron Jones could have 40 points though. That's the scary part about this.
That's fair. Thoughts on JT? Yeah, we were kind of talking about that before the show. With JT, I think we're enamored by the prospect. We're enamored by the physical, athletic ability that everybody, as soon as Mac went down, wanted to propel him into that top 4, top 6 type area. But realistically, until we see otherwise, I think we got to temper our expectations, kind of move into that 9 to 12 type range, low end RB1, high end RB2 production. And then if we
rather have going forward, Joe Mixon or Jonathan Taylor,
they're probably back to back for me. Like
it's a pretty easy answer.
Yeah,
for me. It's easy.
I know you say Mixon.
Yeah, and it's not because I own him now. I'm not just like a Joe Mixon.
I own both of my main leagues.
The reason I say it's Joe Mixon is one because
usage.
Now, yes, it's usage. He gets receiving work, whether we want Gio Bernard to disappear or not. He still gets receiving work in spite of Gio Bernard. And Jonathan Taylor looks like a rookie, as I've already mentioned. Jonathan Taylor does not look like the game has slowed down for him yet. He doesn't look like the same elusive guy that we saw at Wisconsin. Maybe he'll get there, and that might make him a buy low candidate if the owner is panicking on Jonathan Taylor. But he's not like this locked and loaded top 10 running back like we all assumed if Marlon Mack went down, which happened.
The thing that always gets me with JT is that I think by, we'll say week 7, week 8.
Like, oh my God, dude, he's RB5 in consensus right now.
Yeah, that's too high. That's too high.
That's too high. Like, that's too high. And Kenyon Drake's RB9. Why?
Why?
Kenyon Drake RB9.
Kenyon Drake, honestly, like, right now, who would you rather have rest of the season?
James Robinson, if that's who you're going to ask me.
I was going to say James Robinson. I was going to say David Montgomery.
Or Kenyon Drake? I'd rather have Kenyon Drake than David
over Montgomery?
Yeah.
I think I would take Montgomery, bro.
I don't know about that because, man, like David Montgomery is just I keep getting I get a little excited about David Montgomery and then he knocks me down a peg. Like, he's just so boring.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's nothing, like, he can make some good plays. He just is boring. The offense sucks. So that's what I'm gonna hang my hat on the offense with Drake. That's it. That's pretty much all I have.
Wait, a real question. Who would you rather have, Chase Edmonds or Kenyon Drake?
Chase Edmonds. Not actually, but like given their price, if I could sell Drake and get Chase Edmonds from someone else, like I'd rather have Chase Edmonds.
Real question. Would you rather have Kenyon Drake in the 2nd or Chase Edmonds in the 11th?
I mean, 4 out of 7 leagues that I have Chase Edmonds in speak for itself.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just trolling
around
right now.
That I have Kenyon Drake.
Let's catch up with some of these chats. People are just be like, "What the? Yo, we're 18 minutes behind. Let's get this."
Yeah.
Full PPR down 28. I have CH pass CH drop pass.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I don't mind that either.
Defense against Brian Hoare.
Yeah, agreed. Correct. All right, perfect. I'm up. They have Chiefs team. I think you got that. I don't think James White's going to give you anything more than 8 to 15, maybe max. And
a ceiling game for James White is like 20 points. Like the maximum you'll get is like 5 to 8 catches, and maybe he gets 2 touchdowns. And that's usually only about like 20 to 25 points for James White.
Agreed. I was wrong. Oh yeah, I remember his bold take.
Oh yes, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I mean,
hey,
he could still get there.
Agreed. Is Cooks worth a hold? Yeah, I would hold Cooks regardless because I don't think you're going to get enough value for him because people are going to say, oh, we got 3 targets and no catches, not going to do anything. I think Cooks just had a bad game coming off.
I'm a little more worried about Cooks.
I mean,
I think there's just
let's see what you can sell him for.
What the new coaching staff kind of thinks of Brandon Cooks and how they use him, but if he doesn't have a good game next week, I think you can drop him.
Maybe, I don't know. By the way, talking about Cooks, a little off topic, but I saw a freaking Houston fan that it was like an old takes exposed. Mm-hmm. Basically say before the season when they acquired Cooks that they're like, oh, well, Hopkins was nothing special and Cooks can just play the role that Hopkins is. I'm like, dude, are you fucking
kidding? Cooks is not even remotely the same player that Hopkins.
I know. He's like, oh yeah, look, their production is similar over these past few years. I'm like, dude, come on, relax. Would you play Antonio Gibson over? Yes, I would.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Fancy seeing you too, Tyler. Thoughts on Josh Kelly? They both should definitely be rostered. If you're talking about which I would prefer, if you're talking about any PPR, half or full PPR format, I actually like Justin Jackson. But if you're talking about standard in terms of opportunity, I do like Josh Kelly. But they're kind of just both flex guys, in my opinion, for the time being. None like anything more than RB 23 to 27 or 8 on any given week. Man, Austin Eckler.
Disrespectful.
What?
David Johnson is RB10 in expert consensus on the week. You want to know something even more disrespectful? Kareem Hunt is RB11. So Kareem Hunt is below Kenyon Drake, Jonathan Taylor, and David Johnson in expert consensus.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Kareem Hunt's gonna be a top 4 or 5 running back. Kareem Hunt's gonna be a top 4 or 5 running back.
A tough matchup. So
still. I mean,
he'll still be in my top 6 probably.
If you're talking about tough matchup with the best running football team in the league right now, in the Browns, for the record, Kevin Stefanski's scheme mixed with how great that offensive line has been playing. I saw it firsthand.
Dude, their interior is the best in the league.
Man, and their tackles, Conklin and Wills just move people, bro. Wyatt Teller was fucking
Wyatt Teller's the highest graded guard according to PFF. Ellie Marpet's second.
Dude, he was amazing. Dude, he was moving. Dante Poe, you're 320 pounds? How the fuck are you getting moved 5 yards off the line of scrimmage? What the hell are you doing?
Isn't Wyatt Teller like a former 4th round pick that the Browns traded like a 6th rounder for?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
Dude, he's been
fantastic.
Get him
from the Rams in exchange for fucking Austin Corbett or something?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Gosh. Let's see here. I benched Robinson last week for Mixon and started. Oh, yikes.
That hurts so bad when you do shit like that. I've done that so many times.
Should I try to trade Kelly and Hunter Henry? Yeah, definitely. I would definitely give up Kelly and Henry for Kittle easily. Kittle, if we redrafted right now in terms of fantasy football, he'd be a top 15 pick. That's how great
he's one already.
Man, he is so good.
He is the closest. He is the next Gronk, man. Like the way he plays is like in terms like fantasy asset wise. What was Gronk, a top 10 pick all the time?
Yeah, like, top 7, top 8 sometimes, bro.
Next year, maybe Kittle's a top 10 pick in fantasy. Like, dude, I can see it.
Would you be shocked if next year, or if any fully healthy year, that Kittle ended up producing 1,500 yards and 12 touchdowns? Like, he's got that type of ceiling. But anyways, let's get into the trade. Definitely do that trade if you can. Or should I trade Kelly for a quarterback? I mean, 2 quarterbacks. I mean, I would definitely love Kittle. But you definitely need a quarterback because I don't trust any of those two as your quarterback 1. If that makes sense, I'd kind of want them like mix into a 3-type quarterback rotation in a 2-quarterback league. But yeah, I'd be interested to hear the rest of your roster, but I'd definitely do that Kittle deal. And maybe if you have another RB depth type player you can trade for a quarterback, I would.
Quarterback you can get for Josh Kelly, to be honest.
You can't get much. Fitzpatrick maybe?
In a 2 QB league, he said 2 QB, not flex. So that's even more of value for a quarterback. I mean, maybe you could get
Fitzpatrick, Haskins, maybe Jones, Max.
My advice is before someone catches on about this, try and get one of the 2 rookies, but I don't think Josh Kelly's going to get you one.
Agreed.
I don't think anyone would give up Herbert or Burrow for Josh Kelly.
Me neither. Expectations for Reagor? Or no, we were talking about rookie receivers and he said except for Reagor.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, Jerome. Shout out Jerome at Inside.
Shout out Jerome.
Follow him along. But he is a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and I mean, I'm pretty sure what is Michael Pittman and Jalen Reagor the only 2 guys that haven't like flashed crazy.
I mean, they're both due to injury too, so like I don't even know if I want to take the L on those. Like,
yeah, I mean, Jalen Reagor had 1 like long catch,
55-yarder. I bet $25. Hey, there you go. Nice freaking profit. $750, man.
Wow, that is crazy odds.
Jesus.
Plus 3,000 on Carson Wentz scoring. Oh, like did he rush?
Yeah.
Oh,
he got the rushing touchdown, man.
Okay, that's pretty good then. That's not
good
bad.
stuff. Eckler and Chubb, any advice for what should I do? I'm 3-0, probably 3-1 by the time I have Josh Allen, Calvin, and I'm debating with her. Honestly, I mean, I want to know who your other options are because I kind of want to keep those guys, man.
I'm so fortunate that I don't like. I was so high on Eckler and I only have him in 2 leagues. I'm way more fortunate that I didn't have him in 6.
Yeah, to be fair though, we had him in like all of our best balls.
Oh yeah, of course we did.
Trade my other players for other running backs. Yeah. Trade Chubb. Yes, I would. Chubb's set to miss 4 to 6 weeks, and Hunt for the meantime is going to be a top 6 overall running back.
Hunt for Nick Chubb. They need to stop playing fantasy football now because I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yes, Kareem Hunt next 4 to 6 weeks while Hunt is out or Chubb is out is a top 6 overall running back. Just for the record. I mean, even before that, he was a top 15 running back. Imagine with Chubb out.
Yeah.
Oof. My other running backs are Akers and Scott, 14. Justin, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
he had Eckler
in a 14-team league, and you had Chubb and Eckler, so those were like probably your only 2 studs then.
I mean,
you have Ridley and Josh Allen, so they weren't your only 2 studs. But man, that's tough. I honestly like.
Man,
I don't even know how to like give you advice for that,
dude. I just want
because you're gonna end up selling Ridley for probably less than what he's worth. Like I don't know. Like I don't know if I'm willing. I think I'm willing to give away Ridley if I can get 2 running backs in return.
Yeah, you definitely got to do a 2 or 3 for 1
deal.
You got to
do a 2-for-1 stud deal. I think you have to.
Yeah, like if you can get like
someone's willing to give you 2 running backs like Josh Kelly and fucking someone else for Josh Allen or Josh Kelly and someone else for Calvin Ridley. Like I think you might have to do that.
Yeah, unfortunately. I traded Tyreek Hill for Juju and Kelly in a dynasty league. Good or bad, guys? That's probably like fair value for him. I would prefer. Yeah, I would prefer Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill has a long-term contract, which Juju does not have.
Tyreek Hill is going to be my dynasty wide receiver 2 or 3.
He's been my wide receiver 1 for a while.
Dude, for the record, man. I mentioned this earlier. I don't think that CeeDee Lamb might be a top 3 dynasty wide receiver for me, to be honest.
Okay, that's a little aggressive. But Tyreek Hill is attached to the right arm of the $500 million man for the next, like, however many years. And I said this on Twitter, too. You saw the tweet that I said to Ray GQ or whatever was like, why is Clyde Edwards-Helaire like a top 3 dynasty running back? It's not necessarily that next year and every year going forward, he's going to be a top 3 running back. But how many running backs, and for Tyreek Hill's situation, can you look at and be like, he is attached to the best situation in the entire NFL? He has one of the best, if not the best play callers in the league. He has one of the best, if not the best quarterbacks in the league. It's an elite scheme for all of their, like for Edwards-Helaire's ability, receiving the ball, as well as Tyreek Hill's ability to stretch the field. Like their floors are so high. Like they might not finish as top 3 at their position every year, but if Tyreek Hill plays 14 games, he's finishing as a top 5 receiver. If Clyde Edwards-Helaire plays 15 games, he's finishing as a top 8 running back at minimum.
Yeah, no, I fully agree there. I actually prefaced that as well. I'm like, realistically, Clyde's got at minimum 5 years.
Even with Saquon Barkley, man, we like the offense is bad. Right? Yeah. And we don't know when it's going to get better. And same goes for Alvin Kamara. What happens when Drew Brees is gone?
Yeah,
I know Drew Brees isn't playing the greatest in the world right now, but Drew Brees is still an elite, like, game managing quarterback. What happens if they draft a rookie quarterback and he sucks?
And what happens when the Cowboys realize that Zeke is a fat, slow running back that can't keep up with what he was expected to do? I'm going to tell you that right now. Zeke has looked awful this year. I got into an argument with somebody on Twitter that's tried to say that Zeke's looked like the second best player on the Cowboys offense behind Dak this year. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you watching the games? Are you even looking at the advanced metrics? I know I talk about it all the time, but people always talk about, Zeke is the reason Dak.
Settle down. Sorry. We all know that you love your Cowboys. Okay, on to the next. All
right. Poppy Zone, what should I get for a minute? I wouldn't sell them for less than a low-end wide receiver 2, high-end wide receiver 3.
That's a fucking great situation to be in, the running back.
Yeah, you are living lavish, Poppy.
If you can flex all those guys, don't sell McKinnon.
Exactly. No, if you're in a two flex league,
all 4 of those guys into your lineup, I wouldn't sell McKinnon. Yeah. Why? Because running backs are the way to win fantasy.
Exactly. If
you have 2 flexes in your league and you can start 2 running backs, CMC, Hunt, Mixon, and McKinnon, you know how much guaranteed volume that is?
Yeah, I know. I love McKinnon, so I'm just glad I can give myself a little pat on the back because McKinnon was my main late sleeper in every single draft.
50,000 views that
with his thumbnail. Dude, I remember I was the first one that brought up McKinnon literally in when he started looking good, even before training camp. I mentioned, well, if we expect Mostert to regress, which actually was wrong, and Coleman to not be much, who's saying McKinnon can't have that receiving role? And he has proven that he's been efficient and looked good in that role for that offense.
Looks good on the ground though.
No, but through the air, yeah.
My only issue with McKinnon is I think he's going to be really, really inconsistent once Mostert comes back.
That's fair.
I think you'll be able to start him every week still as a top 30 RB, but I don't think he's going to be consistent with Mostert in the lineup.
For the time being, he's a top 15 to 18 back, easily.
Top 20, I would say. Yeah,
that's fair. Shall I drop the bomb? Let's see what this bomb is, Tyler. I was waiting to get to that question. Yeah, let's see it. Argument round 2, Dan. Okay, relax, Losardo. I know him. Tanyan or Hurst, half PPR. Give me Hurst on that one.
Yeah, give me Hurst.
There's a league.
I have Tanyan in my FanDuel lineup though, because I actually think he's pretty well.
There's a league where I had Adams in my flex and Hurst in my tight end. I literally had to pick up Tanyan last second and had to flex him. So I'm starting Hurst and Tanyan because Adams screwed me and MPS was picked up. So they aren't feeding Zeke.
They aren't covering anyone. That's why they're
I mean, it's hard to feed Zeke when you don't have the ball, and when you do have the ball, you're down by 25.
You're experiencing what it was like to be a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. Everything was Jameis Winston's fault.
Man, it's insane.
It's true. Exactly what happened. What is happening to you right now? The defense can't stop a nosebleed. You can't run the ball because you're down all the time. That's exactly what it's like to be a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. Jameis Winston would throw 500 yards and 5 touchdowns and throw 2 picks, and everyone be like, well, he threw 2 picks. You can't do that. It's like he also threw fucking 40 points on the board because he was down because his defense was getting off the field every 2 seconds because they'd allow a long bomb touchdown over their head.
And, dude, there's still people that think that that last interception was Dak's fault when Amari Cooper literally stopped running in his route.
Classic.
But I'm not going to get into that.
Also another Jameis Winston thing. Oh, well, Mike Evans ran the wrong route. You know how many times I've said shit like that? Yeah, it's kind of hilarious that that's happening to you now. I'm not going to lie.
I'm down 8. I think you'll win, Jerome, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, you got him. Aaron Rodgers is going to have a field day. Mm-hmm. I don't care if Devontae Adams isn't there. He's still scoring 35 points.
Since Cam is on COVID reserve list, what should you suggest? I was picking up Ben. I don't mind Ben Roethlisberger whatsoever. I think he'll be good.
That's a solid play.
Jay Peach answering Jerome. There you go. And Crosby, yeah, definitely. Oh, in a full PPR, Julio might get that on his own, to be honest.
Holy shit.
Oh, God. Thanks.
Holy shit, Tyler.
Appreciate it, Tyler. Wow. We'll get into you as well, Chandler, but man, what the?
Yeah. Holy shit. All right. So for the backstory, for those of you that don't know, Tyler said me and Danny to pick 2 players each in a kind of touchdown challenge. And if either of them score a touchdown, he said he would make a large donation. I picked Gibson I picked
Gibson,
Scotty Miller, and Gio Bernard. And Danny picked
Gibson and Preston Williams.
Yeah, and we both got one of our guys. So okay. Thank you very much, Tyler. And Tyler's also our only premium Patreon member as well. So, and if you guys are so inclined and you want to sign up for that, we have a group chat on Twitter, me, Tyler, and Danny. Any other premium Patreon members will also be in that group chat as well.
For sure. Anybody interested in getting that group chat, go sign up for that Patreon. But I'm speechless right now.
That is wild.
Like, what the heck?
All right.
We'll get into Chandler and Bale now too. Appreciate that. So Chandler also said, "Is Drizzy Drake a straight bencher?" I would definitely bench it for the timing. Also, thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that a ton as well. I would bench it for the time being until he shows me otherwise. I mean, he's got.
Who else you have to start? Yeah. Though. I don't think I'm benching him for like borderline flex options. I'd rather start Drake than Keyshawn Vaughn.
Yeah. Oh, easily. Yeah. But if you have a wide receiver on your bench, DJ Chark
if you
or
have T. Higgins or something, would you rather play Drake? I'd rather play Drake, to be honest, over like a guy like T. Higgins or something.
If it's a PPR, I don't know, man.
But it's like Kenyon Drake. There's no excuses. People that are still making excuses for Kenyon Drake are blind because he has literally played the 2 worst run defenses in the NFL the last 2 weeks and done nothing. The Lions and the Panthers. And people are like, well, he's got the Jets coming up. It's like the Jets are a better run defense than the last 2.
The Jets have been sneaky. If there's one thing about the Jets defense, they've been sneaky good on the ground. Like, I don't know. Maybe they're so bad at the pass that they look better on the ground, but man, they're actually like holding people on the ground.
Yeah.
And then we'll also get into Bale super chat as well. Just noticed that. I trade again, appreciate the $2 super chat as well, Bale. I trade Gibson and AJ Brown for McLaurin. In a full I'd probably hold.
I like to be the AJ Brown. Those are two. You got 2 of my guys in that trade, dude. You know I'm not going to be liking that one.
Agreed. And +2. Apparently AJ Brown's set to return in week 5. So if he's back, he's going to return to being at minimum a top 20 receiver. So I would hold there personally. Sorry, where do we leave off at up top?
And Chandler, the link for the Patreon, I just put it in the chat at the bottom there. He just asked, that's dope. Where's the link for it? So down there.
Yeah, perfect. There you go.
I think it's where I don't even remember where we left off. Where are we?
I clicked it. So we left off at they aren't feeding Zeke. That's why.
That's not why.
And then Jerome and Cam. Yeah. Okay. So.
AJ Green sucks. LMAO. That's what we left off.
Lambo. Yeah.
AJ Green does suck.
Yeah. Nobody wants Cooks. I was going to drop.
Cooks.
Yeah. Nobody wants him, except for you.
Who, me?
You want him?
Why do I want him?
Because I traded him to you.
Oh, right. Yeah. Forgot about that.
How do you think Gage will do tonight? If so, wait, do you know if it really and both Julio are playing, or has that been released yet?
I think Gage will be fine regardless.
I think it'll be fine regardless, but I mean, that would
obviously if either Julio or Ridley miss this game, then Gage is going to be significantly upgraded
for sure. Can you rate my team? Allen, Robinson, Hopkins. That's a very good team. A 12-man league. That's your starting lineup.
That's a good team, man. You don't really have any weaknesses. You have 2 good running backs, 2 really good receivers. Like both of your receiver options are like top 8 guys on the season right now.
And for the record, as much as I love Kelsey, Kittle's the tight end 1, man.
Yeah, the way
he showed it last night.
I mean, well, I think Kelsey's going to go off too today.
That's
so
fair.
We'll see about
I don't know. It's all recency bias. Man.
It's so recency bias with those 2 guys. With Kittle and Kelsey, they're both just great. So
they're amazing. It's just like them and then everybody else. And for the record, I mean, we had Kittle in the Dynasty League. We're trying to tank in and a tight end premium. And the way he played last night, we're not going to be tanking too many fucking games. I think we're 3-1 in that league.
Yeah, I know.
5 first-round picks.
I'm in win now mode in like 3 of my Dynasty leagues, and I'm 1-3 in all 3 of them.
I'm 1-3 in the one, and I in win now. My quarterbacks, other than Watson, are Big Ben and Drew Brees. I lost both Barkley and Chubb.
Yeah, I lost Barkley, Eckler, and Mostert in the one Dynasty league. Just getting rinsed.
Hey, that's the one that we're in, right? Scott Sauce. Yeah. Oh, that's the league where I literally have like a god tier.
I'm pretty sure I have another like good receiver that I lost to or something in that league as well. Like I'm getting destroyed.
I know your top 2 receivers were Cooper and Diggs.
Yeah,
I don't know who else you have.
Carrying me right now.
Yeah, literally. Kevin is a G. Wait, where? Kevin, who were we talking about that at the time? I don't know. Kevin's a G. Kevin is a G. I know. I think I know what Kevin is referring to, but I didn't see. He hasn't said much in a while. So anyway, yeah, fair. How many times do you stream a week? We actually stream 3 times a week. So
before Sunday football, like before 1 p.m. or 10 a.m. depending on what coast you're on, and then before Monday Night Football and before Thursday Night Football. We're streaming early tonight because there's 2 Monday Night Football games.
Yep, for sure. Yo, what's up, 25? Another OG from the comment section. If you guys comment on the videos, we'll definitely be more familiar with you guys because we're replying to all those comments as well. So make sure if you watch our videos, you comment down below, try to beat out Skater. And he actually got beat out today for first, oddly enough, because
I'm going to explain how the YouTube algorithm works in my start sit video, just so you guys, those of you, because a lot of you guys have shown a lot of support, which we're really grateful for. And it really helps. I find it helps you guys to know how you can support us. And a lot of it is very free options, right? Like by liking videos and commenting on videos, you're not paying anything. It does help us a lot, though.
For sure. Where do we leave off? I mean, he was playing against the Eagles. Yeah, Jerome knows.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not a fan of any NFC East teams.
Gosh. Should I trade in Gibson? Yeah, okay, we got that. I would go with Gibson and Brown. Hold, Manu.
I mean, I literally just traded him today. So
I traded him yesterday.
I traded DJ Moore for Deshaun Watson and the Bucs defense. And you guys might be like, what the fuck are you doing? But my team has so much depth. Like I go 4 receivers deep. I go 4 running backs deep. My only weak position is quarterback and kind of defense too. But I mean, the defense was just kind of a sweetener. I think Watson is going to bounce back in a big way. He had a horrible schedule to start the season.
Yeah.
And for those of you that were around before the season started, he was my quarterback 3 on the year. Like I really believe in Watson this year. I think the way the position the defense is in, he's going to have to throw it a lot. He's going to have to run it a lot. It's all on his shoulders. And I think he's going to be like a borderline top 5 running back or quarterback for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I agree there. Echo's leg broke off. I'm 7th in line on waivers. Going for Kelly. Pray for me. Praying for you. But if you miss out on that or on Kelly, man, put that bid in for Justin Jackson. Because I think Kelly's role is not going to change much. Yes, he'll probably receive.
This is why you need a fab system just for the record.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, though, we're talking about Kelly. I don't think his role is going to change too much. Again, he's still going to be that 2-ground type grinder between the tackles.
Justin Jackson than
Jackson's going to receive those valuable touches. OBJ for JT. Smash that right now before the guy has another time to reconsider. Because give me JT any day in that scenario.
Yeah. Even though we're a bit lower on JT, OBJ is not doing that again.
No, exactly. No, he did it because he's playing my Cowboys. So
yes,
there you go.
Unless he plays the Falcons this year, he ain't doing that again.
Yeah, for sure. Let's quickly get back to the super chat. So we left off at Darth Benedict. So then Jerome's the next one. Bale says, since Adams out, Gage or MVS as a wide receiver 2. I would actually go with that was a toss up, but with Adams out, I'd probably go with MVS personally, especially against the Falcons.
Yeah, I think MVS. I mean, it could be someone completely random that we don't even know yet, but I think Rodgers is going to have a good game in this one. Maybe it's all Aaron Jones in the receiving game, but I think one receiver and maybe another one is going to be really valuable in this game. So I think MVS is the likely guy with Lazard and Adams both out.
Agreed. I think I had Rodgers as my QB5 on the week. I think you had him even higher. So
I had him QB3.
Yeah, there you go. So
I mean, part of it was the anticipation that Adams would play, but I still think Rodgers is was a top 5 option on the week even without Adams.
Agreed. Let's get back to it. Sorry, we left off at Jerome. Where is it? Yeah, so far, but I mean, I do think when he comes back, he's going to be good because Carson Wentz needs any type of weapon at this point, and he needs to be able to play better. That Eagles offense is just a mess, man. I wish I had a
too, man. Like the unfortunate thing for Eagles fans is like what your entire starting offensive line is hurt right now.
Yeah, well,
but Kelsey's the only one that's not hurt.
Man, I will tell you at the same time though, I don't play what if scenarios because obviously you can't do that. But man, I just think about if the Cowboys defense allowed only 107 points, similar to what the Eagles have allowed thus far, they would be 4-0. So
yeah, I mean,
we don't need to get in that. But
isn't going to because
no, it's awful. Yeah, when you have the second highest scoring offense in the league,
might as well just play cover 4 every play.
Yeah,
and allow 25 points a game, but at least it's not 50.
Yeah. Like when your offense is the second highest scoring offense in the league right now behind Seattle, and you're still a -20 in the point differential, you know something's wrong.
Again, sounds like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers every year.
It was glorious, yeah. Mixon, Connor, Drake, Gibson, Kelly, lost Saquon. Yeah, you look good. Is that in reference?
Pretty good running backs even for losing Saquon.
Yeah, literally. I think he was referencing something else that he said earlier, but yeah. I
can't seem to find
what the F with Draco. I know.
Should I try and trade Kelly and Hunter Henry for Kittle?
Do that instantly. Oh, and then for the quarterback, man, if somebody's still high on Drake, or if you could sell high on Connor, I'd definitely throw one of those guys at a quarterback personally.
I would try and get like a pretty solid quarterback for one of those guys.
Oh, easily.
In a 2 quarterback league, you might be able to get Deshaun Watson for one.
Or like if you can get like Burrow and a piece for him, I'd do that as well. So yeah. Let me see. Where do we leave off?
The F with Drake.
The F with Drake. Yeah, I know. Is it going to be Kelly or Jackson? It's going to be a mix of both. I don't think Kelly's role is going to change too significantly, while Justin Jackson's going to get those valuable receiving touches that kind of Kelly got. Now, don't pick up Jackson and think he's going to get 6 to 8 targets a game like an Eckler, because Eckler is one of the best running backs in the league.
I don't think he's going to, but he could.
Even if he gives you like 5 a week, I think he could definitely produce. So
if you guys want to buy high candidate, man, I think Keenan Allen's going to be a stud for the rest of the season. The way if Eckler is out, which he is, obviously, they're just going to be forced to throw the ball. And Herbert showed against one of the best 5 defenses in the league, in my opinion. And I'm trying not to be biased when I say that. Herbert torched us, man. Like, that is a good defense that Herbert, like, this isn't some cupcake defense like when Burrow torched the Browns on Thursday Night Football. Like, this is a good defense. And we suffocated Drew Brees and we suffocated Teddy Bridgewater, who's an experienced quarterback. Like, man, like Justin Herbert is making this offense a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Agreed. Mixon, Chark, and Lamar or Carson. If in a 2 QB league, I would do that. In a 1 QB, no way.
I wouldn't do that in a 2 QB league unless I'm like absolutely desperate. Like, because Mixon, Chark, and Carson, those guys are, in my opinion, this might be a little bold on Chark, but I think they're top 15 guys going forward at their positions.
That's fair.
I think Chark has not had a bad game. I don't know why people are down on Chark. He's got, I think it was 10 points, 15 points, and 26 points.
He's been great, bro.
And then he missed a game.
He's been super efficient. That's the thing with him, man. Like, I have 1 league for the record. I mentioned that that's the league I traded Adams for in the Mixon deal. But dude, my receiving core: Stephon Diggs, Allen Robinson, Juju Smith-Schuster, DJ Chark, and I have one other option. But I have 5 like top 20 wide receivers, and then my running backs are still Mixon, Jonathan Taylor, and who's the other one? David Johnson, which I'm going to try to sell high on. But yeah, let's quickly get back to the super chat as well. We left off at Diego. So, damn. Wow. Okay. He sent it twice. Did you mean to send it twice? Because if not,
I don't think there's anything we can do though, to be honest. So
yeah, I mean, we can get in contact with YouTube if that's the case, but just leave that in the comment. Oh, it went through twice. Okay. I was nervous for a second. I'm not too great in terms of like the YouTube, but we'll get into your question right now. Sorry about that. Yeah, I got or did it purchase twice? Because I don't know. DM one of us on Twitter so I can quickly show you our Twitters. DM one of us on Twitter. We can definitely get that fixed for you if you didn't mean to do that. So. Well, let's answer your question.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know why you're promising that. I'm not really sure. He said it was.
Okay. Just making sure. Well, I mean, worst case scenario, I would have just PayPal them $5. So,
yeah. What's good, boys? Being out. Who should I target with the highest priority on waivers out of Cam Akers, Justin Jackson, Dearness Johnson?
Man, I would go Cam Akers. Dude,
I would.
Dude, if you can afford right now. Like, if you don't need a guy to if you need a guy to step in right away, it comes down to
answer regardless.
Really,
I think the Rams are legit with this committee stuff, man. I don't think they're going to ever give Cam Akers like a full workload.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm so high on him, but if you were to rank them, if you need win,
absolutely set at running back, I would not go for Cam Akers. I would go for Justin Jackson. Yeah. I think you could probably still put a bid in on Cam Akers and like use your highest priority on Justin Jackson. And then you could probably also put a bid in on Cam Akers just after the fact.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I hope Cam Akers gets the opportunity because I do think he's going to end up being that guy. But yeah, that's fair. I'd go Jackson. And talking about Johnson, for the record, Johnson has looked really good. I mean, he looked really good in that game against Cowboys. Yes, it was the Cowboys defense, but at the same time, he still got 13 attempts on the ground. And if they're going to miss that grinder next to Kareem Hunt, I mean, I definitely think he can play that role for that team because all those touches are just not going to go to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's going to get a ton of touches, but at the same time, the Browns are one of the most run-heavy teams in the entire league, and there's plenty of touches available for the number 2, number 3 options on that team. So I still like Johnson, but if you were to rank him, again, Cam Akers would probably be a toss-up after Justin Jackson with him because I still think Cam Akers.
I'd rather have Akers than Dearness Johnson. I don't know. I think Kareem Hunt was limited in this game. Let's remember that. Yeah. He came in with an injury. I think Kareem Hunt is going to get the majority of touches. Like, I think that was a product of Hunt being limited, that Dearness Johnson got so many touches. I don't think that's going to continue to that extent.
Agree. Yeah, that's fair. Where did we leave off? Okay, Diego. I mean, your receivers look really good there as well. I think your team looks fine, and maybe see if somebody wants to buy high on, like, if you can. I don't know if you can get like Gage and like one of those bench running backs for like a mid-tier quarterback. I definitely do that as well. So just evaluate your options, I would say. I'll try and get Jerry Judy. No, Jerry Judy all the way. Don't no. You would give up Ward for Judy. Yes. Go for Judy. Sorry, I thought he was going to give Judy for Ward for a second. No, Judy all the way over Ward. If you can get Jerry Judy and give up Greg Ward, take that and run and go to the bank because you just committed robbery. But all right, I said that wrong. But you know what I mean.
We got to rip through some of these here.
Kamara for Hunt and Kittle, or keep Kamara. That's actually close, and I know the two guys actually involved in this offer.
Oh man, that is so close.
And if you need the depth, so close. I don't want to know what the rest of your team looks like. Actually, I can check the rest of your team right now if I want to, because it's in my league. Honestly, in your situation, Lizardo, I would try to sell high on Kamara personally, because I know you need a little bit more depth because you don't really have the flex plays. Again, you kind of sold your soul on that Jacobs deal. So Hunt and Kittle's not bad, but just if you put Kamara on the market, people are going to keep throwing you offers and throwing you offers.
I think I would do that. Hunt and Kittle, I think I would do it.
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
It'd be one thing if you were getting Hunt and
like Henry.
Not Henry, but like Ertz. Because that like Kittle is a true stud at his position, right? Like you still have that. You're not missing it with Kamara. And I think Hunt is going to be that as long as Chubb is out too. So
for the record, Lizardo, if you are selling Kamara, definitely message me, because I will definitely be intrigued with the type of offer for him. I didn't know you were selling him. Otherwise, I would have offered by now. But I just traded for CMC in that league too, so we're looking good. Get back.
Read the next comment.
Where did we leave off?
Jared Bowling.
Oh, Danny, you and Snacks need to have a pocket. Yeah,
that would just be Danny and Snacks yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Like Snacks hates the Cowboys with every fiber of his being. So
for sure, that would. We've actually had that before in Zoom calls. So
yeah, we have. We've tried to like play games where we like don't talk about the Cowboys and Giants the whole time, and it just ends up being an argument between Danny and Snacks, and it's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, heck, my Discord thing is literally a picture of Snacks. So, are you guys expecting Akers to pop off or to bust this year?
I expect him to bust.
I expect him to bust, but
man, it happens. Yeah, but
when he returns, he's either going to be a top 20 back rest of the season, or he's going to bust. There's no in between. There's no in between where he's like a flex every week. He's either going to bust or he's going to be really good, in my opinion.
I don't think there's when you say bust, I'm assuming you don't mean like outright he's terrible. I'm assuming you mean he's frustrating and you never know when to start him, because that's what I think is what's going to happen.
Like, do you think if he comes back, he'll be better or worse than Jones? Rojo?
He'll probably be usable, but I don't think you're going to like owning him.
That's fair. Poppy, full PPR receivers, or DK, sell any of them. Sell them if you like can get a better offer. Like if you can package like Ayuk and Crowder for a better wide receiver 4, I wouldn't mind that. Like if you can buy low on, would you do Crowder and Ayuk for a guy like DJ Moore if someone's panicking and selling him?
No, I wouldn't.
Really? You wouldn't want DJ Moore in that deal?
Dude, Jamison Crowder's playing better than DJ Moore right now.
That's fair.
I'm worried with DJ Moore, man. I sold him for a reason.
Fine. DJ Chark. Crowder and Ayuk for DJ Chark.
Yeah, I would do it for DJ Chark.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's talking about the.
It's a little bit.
Yeah, we got you. It is.
He's on for so long too.
Yeah,
like
the thing. Yeah, who's got 200 guys? Yeah, I mean, heck, if anybody's got 200, I'm kidding.
This live stream is not worth $200.
No,
I believe in every ounce of my analysis, but there's no way this is worth $200.
For sure, maybe one day. Man, what the heck? I'm still speechless, but no disrespect by answering. No,
hey, we appreciate you because we just ramble on for no reason.
Yeah.
And
dude, Jay Peach, I'm glad that we're able to have an educated comment section that is able to help other people out. Because at the end of the day, here in this fantasy football community, we want to better each other. Again, me and Bush aren't going to be 100% right on everything. We want what we say, what you guys are going to be able to take from it is to apply your own educated analysis based off what we're saying, based off what you know in your own right.
And that's what, for a peek behind the curtain, this coming year, when we have a draft guide going into next season, our draft guide is not going to be tailored around me and Danny's opinions. It's going to be tailored around how you guys can form your own opinions with examples of how we formed our opinions, if that makes any sense. Because, again, yes, I was right about Jonnu Smith, but I was wrong about DJ Moore by the looks of it. Like, we're going to get things right. You're going to get things wrong. We're going to get things wrong. You're going to get things right. Like, that's just how fantasy football works. None of us know what's going to happen. And it would be fun if we did, to be honest.
I'll tell you, man, that My Guys episode that we recorded, apart from Hilaire and Terry McLaurin, man, my picks have looked awful this
I'd have been pretty good.
I mean, Matt Ryan was okay too, to be fair, but man, DeAndre Swift, bust. DJ Moore thus far, bust. Hayden Hurst, not even close to the type of usage we expected. So, I mean, it just goes to show that as much
stamps in that video, because I kind of want to go back and look at who I picked.
Yeah, go for. I know you picked Rojo, you picked Austin Eckler. You picked Gardner Minshew, but we both kind of had him. But I think obviously you were first on him.
I mean, he's a 15 quarterback right now, so he's not terrible.
Yeah, your receivers were DJ Chark, I believe.
Yep. Wasn't my honorable mention DK Metcalf, or was he in my list?
Stephon Diggs was on your list, I think.
Yeah. Either way, those are all looking good, at least receiver wise. So.
And then Jonnu at tight end, but
that's looks
good. It's better.
Running back wise, it's not looking great, but other than that, pretty good. Anyway, we got to burn through some of these.
Yeah, let's go through this. Sorry, y'all. We fucking keep talking, but
ramble for no reason.
Yeah, where do we go? Where's JP's question? What am I doing here?
Okay, so Jared Bowling. I have Aaron Jones, and the guy I'm playing has Gurley and Gage. I'm down 4. Root for me. Yeah, you got him, dude.
You got that.
Aaron Jones. If Aaron Jones doesn't have 35 points in this game, I will be shocked.
There you go. Yeah, you got a nice little line up there, Chandler. Jeez.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I left it open.
Like Drake is permanently on your bench the way Mike Davis is playing.
So Shades, I like in the profile pic you're staying by your actual name with Shades on, but if you can try to get MVS if he's not available. I mean, if you're talking about a deep sleeper,
is Damian Harris available?
That could be another option. I was going to even say, like, if Robert Tonyan is available, I wouldn't hate.
Is it a wide receiver slot, or is it a flex spot?
It's a flex spot, or he didn't say, but
I'm assuming if it's not going forward, sure, your Monday night football players and your Sunday night football players are in your flexes, not in your wide receiver running back slot. Because in case something like this does happen, then you can pivot to more options.
Yeah, agreed. Here, let's quickly go by, but yeah, let us know if that's a flex or a wide receiver spot. Thanks, fellas. No problem, Chandler. Valdez, JP.
Sandling is available. He is definitely the guy you pick up.
Easily. What can I do with DJ Moore? Unless you can sell high like myself and Bush did, I would hold on him personally.
I mean, I don't know if I sold high on him, but
I mean, I did. I got Joe Mixon and Stephon Diggs for Devontae Adams and DJ Moore. I thought that was pretty much selling high on him.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Me getting Deshaun Watson in the Bucs defense, I don't think is selling high. It's probably about what his value is right now.
Agreed. Tight show. Love the content. Appreciate that, Ray. I'm real quick. I'm down 46 points. That is going to be very close.
Your two guys you have the capability of getting you that dub, but I mean, one like dropped touch. Like you could have a situation where you're like really close, and if Ridley like drops a touchdown pass or gets overthrown, you're gonna pull your hair out.
Yeah, agreed. Should I make any moves? You look pretty solid. I'd probably say maybe strengthen up your running back 3. But other than that,
Henderson if you can.
Who?
Darrell Henderson.
Yeah, agreed. I actually just sold him high in one of my leagues as well. Yeah,
if you can get Antonio Gibson for him, I would do it in a heartbeat. I don't think you will be able to, but
or like
I would.
Even Jerick McKinnon, man. I'll tell you that right now. I do that. Especially in a PPR. Clyde Edwards, yeah, those are nice odds.
Yeah, I mean, your betting is clearly better than mine because I have
you should be giving us some advice.
4-1 on bets, right? I have lost the last 8 straight bets I've made.
Oof. Here, let's rip through these last ones. Fuck. My bad. Where are we? Oh my god. Thanks, appreciate the advice. No problem, Cody. Brian, yeah, maybe.
As we've often said, yes.
Yeah. Can you rate my team? Kyler. Wow, that's a 12-man league.
Jeez, yeah, you got no weaknesses.
Yeah.
Dude. You got no weaknesses on that team.
A plus. I lost CMC, Devontae. Oh, unlucky. Is Josh Kelly a must start with Eckler out? I would probably.
I would say so.
I would view him as like the low end RB2s kind of area. Like maybe
it's like a top 24 guy.
Yeah, no, yeah, but I mean that's not really must start though.
Must start in a 12-team league.
Like I would put him right after like the Montgomery tier. Like that's probably where I'd have him.
Yeah, he belongs around where Jerick McKinnon is.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Kevin Stefanski. I don't know what you're referencing, but sure.
Oh, Kevin Stefanski, when he said we love Kevin or whatever.
Oh, Kevin Stefanski. Yeah, Horror the Destroyer. Yep. I try and get DJ Moore, and if yes, for who? It depends who's on your team. Personally, if you can buy low on him, I would want to know the price. But I'd still think if people drafted him, they're probably going to be as high on him as me. So I wouldn't really pay that price, if that makes sense. But I definitely would want to know who's on your team and what type of offer you can kind of propose versus what someone would ask. What should I think? Yeah, I would rather lock it. Out of those options, I'd actually. Given how they've been playing,
all of those guys over Connor.
Yeah, I would probably rank them Lockett, Cooper, Evans right now. Personally, the way they've been playing.
If you have Godwin, I don't think I would be going to get Evans personally. I mean, I think
I would still be fine getting Cooper if I've Gallup.
A little bit like if one does well, the other doesn't do well. Kind of like they kind of play like that. So I think Lockett or Cooper are definitely the two guys that I would definitely take both of them over James Conner.
Agreed. Don't know if you guys answered, but thankfully I have Josh Conner on my team. They both kind of have similar outlooks. Again, in a full PPR, I'd probably lean Jackson. And a half standard. Half are kind of comparable.
Both.
Really? In a full?
Yeah, in full too. I think Kelly's going to get the bulk of the work.
Maybe. I don't know. I think Jackson's going to get the more valuable touches, though. That's
I think Jackson's valuable. I mean, he should be rostered, but I don't think he's just going to come in and take Eckler's role.
That's fair. Robert Hunt, again, the lineman from Lafayette. I love that. I completely agree. Fuck Mike Nolan. Fuck Jerry Jones. Get both of them out of there if you can. But realistically, Jerry Jones is going to stay.
He is your friend.
Dude, I got asked on Twitter. It's like somebody's like, name like the biggest three pieces or positions of need for your team. And I'm like, Cowboys, defense, special teams, coaching. Which is, I mean, realistically, the truth.
Yeah.
He is a lifesaver. Keenan Allen or Amari Cooper.
Oof.
Full PPR, give me Allen. Any other format, give me Cooper.
I think give me Keenan Allen regardless.
Yeah, I would lean Cooper in standard and half.
The way I see Cooper is just because of the inconsistencies that he's probably going to have because he's Amari Cooper and because of the fact that he has talented receivers alongside him that if he has a tough matchup, those guys will likely steal work from him.
Dude, I don't know if he's going to be inconsistent with how bad the defense has been for Dallas, dude.
You're right. It could be possible, but he also has more of an injury risk than Keenan Allen too.
That's fair too. I would the reason why I'd go Cooper is because I trust the offense. I trust the quarterback better, even though Herbert's been playing well. Dak Prescott is, in my opinion, a top 3 quarterback in the league. So there's that. Yvette says, should I try and trade Mixon or hold? It depends what you get for Mixon. I would hold unless like somebody's willing to overpay based on his 42-point week. But that all depends on value, in my opinion. You guys appreciate that 25. We're glad to see you in the comments of every video as well. And anytime, I mean, we live for the content. We live on trying to help you guys. Yeah. Go Pats. Yikes. But
just kidding. Quarterback.
We love you, 25. Love seeing it through. Yeah. Okay. Good. Just making sure, Griffin. I've been watching about 4 weeks. Love the show. Yeah. I appreciate it, JP. Noticing you in the comments of the live streams as well. So making it definitely a name in our minds as well. So appreciate that. My little cousin says CD is daddy because his 2 favorite receivers are CeeDee Lamb and DeAndre Hopkins. Go figure.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think he plays like DeAndre Hopkins. I've never gotten that comparison.
Really? I think in terms of ball in the air,
more and Devontae Adams than DeAndre Hopkins.
That's fair. I mean, the way I look at,
I compared him to Chad, dude. That's who I compared him to. And Devontae, I said Devontae Parker and Chad Johnson were the 2 guys that I compared him to.
It's fair.
He has the feet like Chad Johnson, but he has the contested catch ability like Devontae Parker.
The reason why I see Hopkins personally is ball in the air, they're similar, and after the catch, they kind of play similar. That's what kind of got me to that comparison. But yeah. That's my little cousin. PPR, yes.
I'm assuming you're in a shallow league. Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, if that's a shallow league, yes.
I mean, I would try and drop someone else if I can, but
yeah,
if that's your worst option, then yeah, I would drop him. But if you have like a guy like T. Higgins or something, like T. Higgins should be owned in a lot of leagues, but I would still rather have DJ Moore on my roster than T. Higgins.
Man, I will tell you right now. I said 12-20 earlier. Okay. CeeDee Lamb is a top 15, bro.
We all know that you love CeeDee Lamb.
Yes. Sus. Can't. It's true. In order, I'd go CD, Judy, and Ruggs. I know you would go Ruggs, Judy, CD.
If we're talking this year for fantasy, I would go CD, Judy, and Ruggs.
Let's talk overall. How would you rank them?
I'm going to stick by the fact that Ruggs got great. He's just not been healthy.
That's fair. Okay. Should I just? Yeah, I wouldn't mind that personally. I mean, it depends what you're getting.
Sell Josh Allen high for like Antonio Gibson and like David Montgomery or something, and get 2 usable running backs out of it, then I'm fine with it. But like
in a 1 QB,
in a 1 QB, in a 1 QB.
Yeah, in a 2 QB, you don't do that. But yeah, desperate need of running backs. His suggestions for I would try to buy low on a guy like Josh Jacobs if you can. Maybe
I'd be interested to know what the tight end situation is around your league, because I think Kelsey is a piece that you could move for a running back, because I think overall, just in general this year, it seems like tight end is deeper.
Yeah, agreed.
So maybe, like if Mo Alley Cox is like available or something, maybe you go pick up Mo Alley Cox and then trade Kelsey for like a good running back.
And also Justin, I would need more for Josh Allen than Rojo and Zach Moss personally.
Oh yeah, I would too. I don't mind Rojo as a piece, but Zach Moss, Zach Moss is like a RB4 right now. Like, he's not that valuable.
35. Nick is chill. Snacks is annoying. I love Snacks, man. Me and him have the banter. We've always been like that. I like it for the record. If you guys didn't know, like we've both been kind of watching BDG since they were before 1,000 subscribers. So all those guys and us are fucking talking back and forth basically every day, anyway. So yeah, Facts 25. Didn't want to type it. I was just wrote 25 in numbers. I could possibly bounce. Yeah, if you're 2-2, you're definitely in a solid spot, because realistically, I've always said the first 4 games don't dictate your whole season. So even honestly, I'm close to being 0-4 in one league, and I will tell you what, that roster
0-3 and 0-4 before.
Yeah, same. I will tell you that roster that I'm 0-4 in literally had so much depth that I was able to acquire a CMC. Like it's just bad luck, honestly. And you to be fair, you got to be objective with yourself and say, is it bad luck or is it the team bad? In that case, I can be objective and say that team is good enough to win games. It just got unlucky. Sipping a mercury. Yeah. Big facts, J Peach. I got 200. Falcons scores touchdown. Let's hope then. Let's hope.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, don't donate $200. I'd much rather you just sign up to be a Patreon instead, because we can offer you more value there.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, but surprise. Oh, there you go, JP.
I dropped the link again if you are so inclined, though, Cody.
You and agreed, Greg. You definitely have to make the proper moves on the waiver wire to ultimately succeed as well.
I've won.
You picked up Jerick McKinnon after week 1.
Yeah, especially if you're in a shallow league too, the waiver wire will constantly have great options in it. If you're in a league with like 10 people or 8 people, or you have a shallow bench, you're gonna pick up guys that you start all season. Like I won a championship last year with like AJ Brown and Cortland Sutton and DJ Chark as like my best receivers, and they were all waiver wire pickups.
Yeah, for sure. And should I trade Robinson more for Henry? I'd probably want to know.
In a heartbeat, I would do that.
Yeah, I would want to know how deep. Like if it's a 14 team,
I don't care.
Everything.
James Robinson's value is never going to be higher than it is right now. And yes, he could continue this, but I think it's far more likely that he sees a bit of a downgrade. I don't think he's going to be garbage, but I think he's more likely at like RB 16 to 12 range than he is at like the top
10. Yeah,
right now.
That's fair. We start 3 wide receivers. Okay, yeah. If you start 3 wide receivers, see if Gage is available. Maybe who's operating right now? I mean, you got Scantling, Lazard's out. Who's operating as a wide receiver 2 tonight for the Packers? Because that couldn't mean St. Brown is hurt.
I think his name is Shepard or something. I don't even remember.
Oh gosh,
it's some rando guy.
Yeah, hope and pray Scantling's available. That's basically what we're going with. Have a good one, boys.
I'll look up his name while you're going through the questions.
Have a good one, Tyler. Again, thank you for that huge 100 bomb you dropped on us, like out of nowhere. When you
said you were dropping a big donation, I figured it was gonna be like $20.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I still would have appreciated, but Jesus, man, you outdid yourself.
Man, you think J.K. Dobbins or Moss will take over? I don't think
J.K. Dobbins will, unless there's
Agreed. And even if he does, realistically, the opportunity is not that great in that situation, personally, because he's not going to get ton of touches. So I live in Vegas, 25. They can test for it. Excels. It's talking about smoking. This week. Yeah, we kind of talked about that. I would definitely see what you can kind of pull. Maybe if you offer like Crowder.
is the name of the Packers wide receiver that you can pick up if you're in an absolute pinch right now.
Yeah. If you can package, honestly, like Watkins and Crowder and sell them high for a good RB2, like I would do that. Like if you can get, I don't know, freaking, well, you have Gibson. So I was going to say Gibson, but if you have Gibson, Crowder and Watkins for like David Montgomery, maybe like something like that, I wouldn't mind. So yeah, that's what I would be looking for. Hunt and Kittle would be nice, but I don't think I can ship my boy AK. So yeah, I actually saw Rob's lower down in the offer, so he can persuade you later on. 100% Jacobs can be sold though. Yeah. Okay. I'll definitely hit you up for Jacobs then, bud. You better check those DMs. Sorry, Cino now another guy from my league. Give me Scantling with with Adams out. My whole league's pulling up to the chat right now.
Of course, yeah.
JP, I have Chiefs -11, Atlanta +6. Yeah, those are really good bets in my opinion.
That game, I wouldn't be dealing with that. I'm just curious if an under is hit this whole season, because it seems like there's 3 teams in the NFL that can play defense.
Yeah, literally. Godwin, Fant, Henderson for Jacobs. Give me Jacobs side. Give me Jacobs side. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
With Godwin hurt?
Godwin's coming back after this week.
I don't know, man. I think Jacobs is a locked and loaded top 8 running back this season.
Ingram is droppable, dude.
He played well this week. I mean, PPR. I mean, he didn't play well, but he got enough work to like. That's fair. I mean, he also said,
anemic, dude. They're scoring like 11 points a game.
He also said, do the offer with Thielen instead of Godwin. I personally, I would still get Jacobs.
I would try and get someone other than Henderson in that offer.
Yeah.
I don't want Henderson. That's the guy I don't want. Unless you're trading.
No, he's getting Jacobs.
Oh, he's getting Jacobs? Okay, then try and get someone other than Ingram.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I would definitely prefer Jacobs because he's by far, in my opinion, the best asset there. Yeah. I remember I showed you the channel in my house, so there you go. And then Rob, another guy from my league.
Deli meats?
Yeah, deli meats.
Yeah.
What you thought? Oh gosh, don't get me started. I literally almost lost my voice.
Missed like 10 minutes of him ranting at the beginning of this.
Yeah, most won my fantasy from the last. Jesus, $1,700. My gosh, congrats, J Peach.
Yeah,
Dak is Poppy. And then I have Waller as well. Okay,
all right, we're gonna sign off.
I gotta go watch the game.
It's 3-0 Chiefs already. So
yeah,
shout out Harrison Butker.
Yeah, agreed. All right, let's head out, y'all.
All right, peace out, guys. Thanks again, Tyler. If you're still watching,
I appreciate that too.
Donated.
Oh, he peaced out like 20 minutes ago, but yeah, I appreciate that. Here.